I've always preferred traveling to Japan, diving into its culture, its cities, its hidden corners, but this time was different. This trip was about family history, about reconnecting with the land my father loves so deeply, Peru. From Lima's bustling streets to the distinct jungle towns where my grandfather was born, the goal was clear: to trace our roots. And with a little luck, we'd make it all the way there. As luck would have it, we had the perfect guide for our time in Lima. My dad's childhood best friend, Daniello. Lifelong friends reunited after decades, now walking the same streets they used to as teenagers. From the busy avenues to the hidden corners of the city, he knew the stories behind every step. With Daniello leading the way, Lima wasn't just a destination. It felt like family history coming back to life. It's all useful stuff. Stepping out of the airport in Lima, we were immediately thrown into chaos. Pure, simple chaos. The air was thick with car horns and exhaust, and the road outside looked less like a traffic jam and more like a slow battlefield. Coming up on Journey Across Peru, we wander the vibrant streets of Lima, uncover flavors steeped in centuries of history, meet a man whose life is bound to a love-long past, and follow the road across mountains, rivers, and jungles in search of the roots that shaped my family's story. This isn't just travel. It's Peru, alive and beautiful. Peru's story is as vast as its landscapes. Once the heart of the mighty Inca Empire, its mountains and valleys carried traditions that shaped an entire continent. Then came the Spanish conquest, layering the land with colonial cities and Catholic cathedrals. Centuries of struggle followed, from independence in the 1800s to the challenges and resilience of the modern republic. Through it all, Peru has remained a place of history, flavor, and family. And for me, it begins here, standing before an old family home in the beautiful city of Lima. So another great thing about Peru is security. Most homes have very tall fences and walls, so you don't get robbed. Peru.
Te dicen, ¿no? Ese es el logo de que ya cumplió más de 100 años. Hasta ahorita sigue. ¿Ves?
Wow.
¿Por qué? Porque es del ejército, de la marina y de la FAB.
Si no, me lo hubieran tumbado.
No, ya lo hubieran tumbado. Lo hicieron ese.
Wow.
Wow.
One of the historic central streets in Peru, Lima. And we're going to some sort of big plaza.
Este es el club de la Unión. paisán, compadre. Sol de paisán.
The walking tour of Peru, Lima, and very historically relevant alleyways. Very famous historic buildings. Peru is covered in very famous historic buildings, especially here in Lima. Walking down a side street in Lima. Kind of nice. Trying Pisco.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué tipo de pisco? ¿Qué tipo de pisco? ¿Este qué tipo? Acholado. Acholado.
Acholado. Pisco acholado. Bueno.
Este es acholado. La mezcla.
It's coconut pisco.
A ver.
That's what it looks like.
De coco. A ver, otro brindis.
Pisco de coco.
Ahora un chile. Ya. Me subo a la loma.
Me subo la loma,
Me bajo la cuesta.
me bajo la cuesta,
Me tomo este pisco.
me tomo este pisco,
Que nada me cuesta.
que nada me cuesta.
Salud.
Oh, that's great. Smells great. There's a car behind you. Now we're in the Chinatown in Lima International District. It's kind of fun. Looks good. Fantastic.
Personaje emblemático de esta divertida serie, Snoopy. Se encuentra recibido aquí, en un lado.
Danilo, muévete, pues, mano ahí porque está. Compadre, te ha salido tu brazo. ¿Salió? Ya. Ahora sí, compadre, qué bueno.
Qué bueno.
El micrófono.
It's a busy street in Lima's Chinatown. And we just had an amazing lunch there. It's great. We are inside a very old classic Peruvian house inside the center of the city. So this is like in the central courtyard. You'd walk here with your horse. As you can see around me, it's not bad. I think that staircase behind me. In a different corner of Peru, a place called Pueblo Libre. Pueblo Libre. I'm going to some sort of very famous restaurant attached to a museum. There's always an uphill walk somewhere. The next morning, we were greeted by a friendly family dog and set out on a new adventure. So I just found out that this area here used to be, well, there used to be a building here. This used to be the Japanese embassy location. But after various terrorist attacks in Peru, they left and sold the land, and the building was destroyed, and they moved across. Near the ocean, Peru, a lot of couples seem to come here. It's a place of romance, even in a very gray area. It's next to a statue of a very famous Peruvian. This man basically saved the country with his skill. There's a giant statue right over here, right behind me. We stumbled upon this tiny white three-wheeler parked right at the edge of the cliff. A cute, quirky, and completely out of place tiny car that somehow felt like the perfect companion for our adventure, our journey across Peru. As we followed the path down towards the ocean, the air grew colder, the waves rougher. The scene was quiet, save for the relentless crash of the surf below. There he was, waiting, a lone figure on the cliff, ready to leap into the story the sea was keeping from us. The ocean roared below as the man leapt from the cliff, crashing into the cold, relentless waves. He dove not for sport, not for thrill, but for a story, an ancient tale of long-lost love, so powerful that it called him into the water again and again. It's a story so grand, it deserves its own film. And speaking of love, our journey led us to a path bursting with color, where hundreds of young couples seal their promises with locks along the fence, each one a symbol of eternal devotion. Here in Peru, love leaves its mark in the most vibrant ways. Hey, how's it going? Franz here, editing this video. Unfortunately, this next section has no specific audio. The reason why is because I needed to block the copyrighted music my father was playing loudly from his speaker. But of course, I wanted him to enjoy the trip as much as possible, so I didn't say anything. Here I am, for example, telling you to take a look at the wonderful view of this cliffside resort. It kind of loops around and then back down to a different walking path, allowing you to see a really nice view of the ocean and the trees and the lovely birds around us. As we walked, it became clear that everywhere in this lovely town, all the walls were covered in incredible hand-painted murals. Another wonderful part of the trip due to copyright music. So hello, listening to my voice here. as I edit the videos. As you could see, my father is extremely happy and dancing with his childhood best friend as we explore some lovely town near the coast of Peru. All the back alleys and the graffiti, the lively, happy, friendly, kind people we keep running into. It was a very interesting place, and it was very clear that just being back here made my father really happy. For a small, quick lunch, we went to a lovely old restaurant made before I was born and back when our parents were but young, starry-eyed teenagers. The decor was something I didn't understand, but appreciated. Next time, we embark on roads less traveled, find a sketchy Peruvian apple store, take a leap of faith, and discover Peru's famous Blue Lagoon that isn't blue at all. All this and more on Journey Across Peru, Escape to the Jungle.